What is up, everybody, and welcome to FLW Videos. In today's episode, we are going to be talking all about Shiny Meltan and Shiny Melmetal in Pokemon Go. We will be talking about some strategies as to how you can gain access to this Pokemon for those of you out there who do not have a Nintendo Switch or Pokemon Let's Go, as well as talking about some of the raids and then of course my own experience. I have gone out and done this already, so I'm definitely excited to cover all of that. But if this video is helpful to you, if it does inspire you in some way, definitely hit that like button and subscribe. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So yeah, first things first, why in the world would you want to take advantage of this right now? Well, Niantic has an event going on until March 4th where you have two main benefits. One, a shiny variant is now available just for a limited time window. Secondly, you have the option of the mystery boxes being able to unlock every 3 days as opposed to just the normal 7 days. And because it takes 400 candy to get yourself to that Melmetal, it definitely takes some time. So as far as this is concerned, it's gonna be a great thing to take advantage of just because of how many boxes you can potentially open up just through this increased time window. Other than that, you also have the advantage of some pretty good odds. It appears that the odds are actually about the community day levels, which is 1 in 24.5, which is pretty solid. I'm very excited about that. It's not some super rare thing. You know, I've seen where people have gotten maybe 2, maybe 3, and you know, I myself ended up getting one, which we will be covering, of course, later. But other than that, I definitely wanted to talk about some strategies for how you can get yourself this shiny Meltan. So yeah, first things first, you've got basically two groups of people. One is a person who has the Nintendo Switch, Pokemon Let's Go. They can just kind of use it themselves. And then a secondary group who does not have access to either of those things, but of course, they're definitely wanting to take advantage of this event if at all possible. So what I want to highly encourage is for those who have a Nintendo Switch and Pokemon Let's Go, maybe consider carrying it to some public events like either Community Day, an EX raid, or just something that has like a lot of people. Because I definitely think that that is going to be a really cool thing for you to do. The community is definitely going to appreciate that. And for those of you who have never done that, and you're kind of curious as to how that works, you actually do not need a Wi-Fi signal on your Nintendo Switch to be able to interact with the trades and stuff. So you can just literally bring your Nintendo Switch out, definitely help out some people. I know the community would absolutely love it. I know for my own community, we have a couple people who have it. I've got it myself, but a couple of people just kind of like coordinate it, and they'll occasionally bring it to a raid or something when they know a couple of their friends and stuff will be there, and then they'll just do it afterwards or something. So I would highly encourage that. Then on the flip side, reach out for help. Definitely go to your Discord, go to Twitter, go to Facebook group, you know, whatever you've got in your local community. Definitely be safe about it, but be vocal and let people know, hey, I would like to partake in this Melmetal or Meltan event. Even if I only get to do it once, you know, maybe someone will be like, yeah, you know, I'll meet you at this raid, or, you know, do whatever, but definitely be safe about it. I just wanted to bring that up because I don't want anyone to really be left out of this event. So yeah, actually what ended up happening was when I tried to get myself this shiny Meltan, I actually did not get it on my personal account. So I said to myself, what is another way that we can get ourselves this shiny? Well, of course, that's just using either 1, an inactive account, 2, a lower level account, 3, just, I don't know, someone who doesn't really play. So I used my wife's account, and I just knew it was gonna happen. If I use my wife's account, she just gets so lucky with shinies, so lucky with 100% IV Pokemon from eggs and stuff. It's absolutely insane. So it was pretty much in my mind a guarantee, and that's exactly what happened. On the third Meltan that I ended up running across, it was of course shiny, and not even a low level either. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, you know, I sit here, I play every day. Of course I don't get the shiny, but then my wife, you know, I haven't played on her account or whatever in like a couple of weeks or so. And then of course, you know, just the third Meltan ended up being shiny, go figure. Yeah, so I definitely want to go ahead and end this as the question of the day. And that is, how has your luck been so far for this shiny Meltan? What are kind of the odds that you are seeing? And then for those of you who haven't done it yet, definitely let me know what your plans are to try to get yourself access to this. I definitely want to see as many people participating as possible. So yeah, this video ended up being a little bit on the shorter end, so I wanted to go ahead and give some additional tips to add on to this. First things first, you don't even have to necessarily have a Nintendo Switch. If you can convince someone to trade you, you can get yourself the Meltan that way. Of course, it will cost a little bit of Stardust. As long as you have a high friendship level, then it won't maybe matter as much. Also, if you have an issue with just candy kind of in general, you can actually use your rare candies to dedicate it towards your Meltan to get yourself a Melmetal, isn't that right? This is little baby Margot. She's excited. She is a little Pokemon fan herself. Pokemon Go specifically. She's really into Pokeballs and chasing them and stuff. But anyways, hopefully these added on tips did help you out a lot. If you did like it, definitely hit that like button and subscribe. And I will see you next time. I wanted to extend a huge thank you to the supporters over at Patreon. You definitely make this possible, and I 100% appreciate this support. If you are interested in supporting my channel on Patreon, definitely feel free to check out the link in the description.